Repeat, this is not a drill.
Is that all you got?
Tonight's Infantry Outdoors live stream is brought to you in part by Silver Connections Group, full digital marketing agency. Improve your social media standings, boost your Google rankings, or get a website for yourself or your business. Contact them today at silverconnectionsmobile.com. Water purification products, pure water at your fingertips, fully licensed and insured. Get your products, service, and full installation. Shop today at waterpurificationproducts.com. My name is DJ Infantry, and I am legally blind. My passion for the outdoors has taken me to some amazing places, and I have done some incredible things, all with one mission in mind, to inspire you to get outdoors.
Pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Welcome to Infantry Outdoors. That's right. Welcome to Friday night. I'm your host, the Infantry, your favorite disabled DJ. That's me, the blind one, back at it again, welcoming you to Friday nights. I hope welcoming you guys back to Friday nights. Damn, right when we started, we had a power outage, so I quickly just threw up a name like part 2 Friday night. I hope you guys find us. But if not, if you miss out, then I hope you watch us on the replay. I hope you guys have a good night wherever you are around the world, whether you're here with us live or you're watching on the replay. Happy Friday to you, wherever you are around the world. Hope you had a great week, and I hope that your weekend is going to be even better. I'm your host, DJ Infantry, welcoming you to Friday nights here on Infantry Outdoors Live. And tonight's topic is going to be on the outdoors and the benefits, the hidden benefits to the outdoors that people don't think about or consider. But being a disabled person, there are things that I think of all the time. So we're going to get into that a little bit later in this show. And of course, we're going to get into my bar over here in a few minutes, meet up with BC, see what we're reviewing this week for this week's Drink of the Week. And then we'll get into tonight's topic. But remember that tonight's program is brought to you in part by our friends at Silver Connections Group and Water Purification Products. They'll be linked down in the description later. I didn't have time to put all that in. I just had to recreate an entire stream to get back up here. So hope you guys are having a great night. All right, we got somebody. So it is working. Good. Everybody's finding me. Okay. So yeah, I'm back at it now. Here we go. Who we got? Hey, Rainbow River. We're in the house. Good evening, Mr. DJ. Thank you, Mr. Rainbow River. Yeah, man. As soon as I hit go, man, the freaking power went out. It might go out again because we got storms blowing in and out. So, the whole house went dark, computer went dead, and I'm like, oh man. So we're back. The title isn't what it's supposed to be. It's just part 2 of trying to do this again. It's one of those what can go wrong, will go wrong live streams, but we're gonna have a good time anyway, like we always do. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the hidden benefits of the outdoors, whether it be fishing, hunting, hiking, biking, walking, rowing, whatever. But that's gonna come up right after we get out of the bar. I'm gonna go see BC. Stay tuned.
And now, drink of the week with BC's Beer Reviews.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy BC coming at you with another beer of the week. And man, guess what I got today for us to be drinking today? I got us Big Brothers root beer. That's right. Coming at you with a Big Brothers hard root beer. Now the real question is where's DJ at, man? Hey, where you at, DJ?
Hey, I don't know you want to call it root beer, my friend. We might get in trouble. We damn sure ain't drinking root beer.
Well, I'm going by the label here right now, man. So
yeah, this label is what drew me in. Was here? I'll put it up here for you guys.
Yeah, it's like the bottom of the barrel, or the bottom of the barrel of a root beer or whatever. Yeah.
And this was actually done by accident, so that you guys know that. I went to go get the beer BC sent me, and in my store didn't have it. So I was on with him at work. Oh, hell, what do we do now? Hey, BC, they got this root beer, man. And that's what happened. That's how it in the store at the end cap going, bro, I don't know what I'm going to get. What do you want me to get? Yeah. So this was a fluke. And for me, this is my first time trying it.
Okay, this is a revisit for me. So
okay, so you already know what to expect. So that means I got to give my interpretation of it first because that's the blanket session. But what do we know about the Big Brothers?
Well, this is for any of them beer geeks out there. I'm going to lay some, I guess, knowledge on you guys out there. If that don't know any better. I hate to put it that way, so please forgive me.
Well, hey, educate me because I don't know no better. So
okay. Well,
I never know better.
A lot of the times when you get these beers from Aldi, I think we've kind of touched on this a little bit before, where a lot of it either comes from Rochester, New York, Wisconsin, and I think somewhere out in Nevada. Now, the ones out in Nevada, I don't generally see too much in my area. So it's kind of a rare thing for me to see one of them bad boys in my neck of the woods. Now, this one, when I picked it up, I thought it was from Wisconsin, which it is. And I thought it was the Occupy Brewing, or the State of Brewing of Wisconsin. Okay. Now, I think we've done a couple of them before, the State of Brewing, or the Occupy Brewing Company out of Wisconsin. And this one isn't. So this is another company that gets contracted out to make beer for, like stores or what have you. And this happens to be one for them. Now, I've tried looking up online to see if I could get any information off this bad boy of anything. Like their mash build or their hop build or whatever. And no, it just shows it's all these brand and it's from Wisconsin. And this the company was
it's a top secret root beer. That's what it is. That's what they're doing with BC. They don't want us to know how to get that root beer. They didn't want to be the only one.
Yeah, that's what it is. Big Brother Brewing, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Yeah. So we don't get into detail about what's what. I do know that it's 5.8 ABV. Okay. And as far as IBUs go, I can't tell you what the IBUs are. I couldn't find it. But then again, leave a comments in the comment section. Let us know what the IBUs are. And, keep taking note of
anything about the products that we showcase here on the program. Always drop comments. You can write to me, infantry@infantryoutdoors.com. If you have suggestions, we're going to keep bringing this up, pound it into your head till you're blue in the face, guys. Drink suggestions for next week, the following week, whatever. It doesn't have to be beer. It doesn't even have to be alcohol. If you have a really cool drink that you would like to showcase on Drink of the Week, write to us and let us know. You have BC's Beer Review across all social media. You have Infantry Outdoors across all social media. You have the chat. You have DMs. You have no reason why you can't be part of this experience. And the week that we're going to do it, we try to let you know a week in advance what we're going to get, especially if we know ahead of time. That way you guys can join us. So that's what it is. Now, BC, I'm excited to try this, bro. I'm excited. Are we ready we got to do the smell?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I mean, I pretty much said all I had to say about the first information about it goes. Yeah, so I'm ready to go.
On the smell test, right off rip.
I still got to pop my top. So
110% root beer, but then a very faint smell of like beer. Like I wouldn't know this was beer.
Yeah. Now, this with the fuzziness of the head, it does remind me of a root beer. You see the head, how it's acting.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a pop, like an actual root beer. Okay. Now, this is dark here. Okay. Now, dark like a root beer.
You gotta bring it in your shirt on your shoulder so I can see it.
Yeah.
Right there. Bro, over a little bit this way. Right there. Perfect. Yes, that is very dark. Can't see through it. It has a brown head, which is like root beer. And it looks really good. And it smells really good.
Yeah.
Like you would know this, there is a very, very faint, like hoppy, the beer smell.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's straight root beer, boys and girls. So with that said, it's time to drink. But before we do, as we always do, it's time to salute you, our viewers. So please at home, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, around the world, wherever you are, raise your glass. And this is how we do it. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for celebrating another Friday with us here on Infantry Outdoors Live. Thank you for BC being here and doing everything he does for the program and out in the community. Thank you for our viewers at home. We hope that they have had an amazing week and an incredible weekend coming up. We hope that the cold and everything doesn't bother anybody. And we just want you to have a great week leading up till next Friday. So thank you for your support, guys. Thank you for all you do. And thank you for being you, the amazing viewer. On the count of three, may God richly bless you in all you do, guys. Happy Friday. 1, 2, 3. Cheers.
Cheers. Clank.
All right. Here we go, BC. I'm ready. Big mouthful on this one.
It's nice.
It's root beer. 100% root beer.
Now, for me, at first intake, the first thing that hits me is that root beer taste.
Mhm.
Straight away, like it should. Root
I'm
beer.
still working it through the palate. It's still root beer. But then, like now, so what are we about 5 seconds in? There's a dryness on the backside.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's the root beer, but my palate is dried out, like a dry beer would.
Yeah, but you know what else I'm getting off of this thing too?
What?
Wintergreen.
Really?
Yeah, maybe it's
You
my
know what?
taste bud.
I do. Yeah, hold on. Yes, I do. Like Wrigley's spearmint gum or wintergreen gum. Yeah, I do get that. I wouldn't have picked that up. I would have just chalked it off as part of the
Root beer, yeah.
Yeah. Damn, dude, that's good palate on you.
Yeah. I mean, when I first had this, like a year and, I don't know, 3-4 months ago, that was like the first thing that like popped out at me was the wintergreen. And
Wow.
I went as far as doing like I guess you could call it dual review or a double review,
Mhm.
because I tried one this way, straight as is, plain as day, nothing
Yeah.
added, nothing. Then in the second half of my show, what did I do? I made a root beer float using Rocky Road ice cream.
I was
And
going to
it's
say,
still, it was still good. It made it a little bit better, but I think if you went with vanilla, just straight vanilla,
your
it
traditional
would have
root
been way better.
Yeah. I mean, BC, you and I are old enough to go back to the malt shops, to the ice, where you actually put root beer in the ice cream and you buy it and things like that.
Yeah.
That was really good. I was actually thinking that as you were saying, it's like, damn, this would be dangerous with a root beer float, especially if you got kids. You got to be careful with this.
Oh,
okay?
yeah. Don't let this sit around your kids, man, because they'll jack them up for real.
Yeah, because there's no taste of alcohol to this. Like this.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know it's a 5.8 APV, but if you ain't initiated the alcohol, this is going to get you jacked up quick.
Dude, I'm already halfway through the bottle. So imagine.
Yeah. So,
And I want to drink it because it's root beer. Who the hell don't want to drink a root beer? That's like saying, who don't want to eat a hot dog at a ball game? Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, hold on. I've got to let my dog in here real quick.
Okay. So, Big Brother's hard root beer, guys. Don't know if you got it where you are. We picked it up at Aldi, and as I'm learning that my Aldi isn't his Aldi and vice versa, they have the same stupid end caps, but they just don't carry the same product. So,
Yeah.
Aldi,
I was
come on.
really hoping that they would have had that Guayer's stout for you, man. I was like, I was looking forward to that one, man. So
I'm gonna do it this week. If not,
I mean, if they probably restock it, okay, hey, pick it up, let me know. But hey, if they don't, hey, I mean, they're gonna have other uses for it.
yeah, we'll pick something off the shelf. I mean, eventually we're gonna pick Aldi dry, but I'm surprised at Aldi being the international store that it is.
Yeah.
The only beer you can find in this place are two, and his store is the same way. So comment below if your Aldi is the same way. You have a little ass end cap in one of the fronts by the register. Then you have another end cap located somewhere to the middle rear of the store. And that's all the beer they carry. So you're talking like 15 brands if you're lucky. And then they have the ones that rotate every month, which is what we're trying to do. They have the beer month thing that BC and I are trying to stay on, which is nice for us because it does homework for us. We just have to do the back work. But my brother, this is almost gone. So I want to hear where Big Brothers sits on the BC scale, revisited a year and a half later.
Well, lucky for me, I've got my notes from back then. I wrote them down. And the score I gave it back then was a 7.0.
Okay.
Now,
what do we give it a year and a half later, though? That's going to be the question.
Yeah, because, at the time, I'll tell you right now, at the time, they could be said, oh, that's a low score out of 10. Well, maybe not, depending on your viewpoint. But, why I gave it what I did was because to me at the time, the wintergreen was just too much for me at the time. It was almost, I wouldn't say it was like a smack to the face, but it's kind of like I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. Now that you've said that, I really notice it a lot more now that you brought it.
But I would have to give this one at least an 8 now, because to me it seems like the wintergreen is not as potent or powerful as it was the first time I had this.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would never pick that out too, man. And now that you say that, like after, like I say, you get to the dry part on the back end, that's when I taste like the Tums. It kind of has a Tums taste. That winter Tums that you used to take, the chalky. Yeah.
And come to think of it, I think that might be the reason why you're getting that dryness at the back end of it, man. So I think that might be it.
Yeah,
I can't say for certain.
I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5 for me.
Oh, awesome. So,
8.5. This way, I mean, if you would have said anything about the wintergreen, anything at all, I would have just chugged a root beer. That, honest to God, like, guys, you can't see it, but the bottle's almost empty. It's really good. If you're a root beer person, this is up your alley. Just be careful, because 2 or 3 of these on a hot ass summer day, and you're gonna be pretty.
Yeah, or a whole 6-pack, or a whole 6-pack and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but talking about root beer fans, I know they don't make it, but I wish they did. But we got this type of restaurant style type of thing where it's called A&W. Okay.
Oh, the A&W shop. Yeah.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, they have
dogs and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. They got it in Orlando. They end up.
Okay, it's true. They went that far down south, but yeah. Now, if they made a root beer like we're trying now, oh my God, I would be drinking that thing all day long,
dude. And I grew up, like, to me, if you say ginger ale, I'm gonna say Canada Dry. If you say root beer, I'm gonna say A&W. If you say cream soda, I won't buy any other cream soda but A&W cream soda. Call me spoiled, call me bougie, I don't care, but there's a difference, a big difference in Publix brand and A&W brand.
Yeah.
Ginger ale. If you drink Canada Dry and you drink Schweppes, I'll drink Schweppes because that's all I can get. But I prefer Canada Dry ginger ale. I don't know why. It just tastes better.
Now, see, for me, talking about ginger ale, now I've got to go with a third option here. I go with Vernon's. That's a Michigan-based thing, and that's how we drink up here is Vernon's, man. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. We got Seagram's ginger ale. We got at Schwab's or whatever up here, but most people up here are drinking Vernon's ginger ale, man, and we use that for like if you're not feeling well. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, ginger ale is good for a lot of stuff. If you're here's a good one for you. I learned this years ago. It's funny, it just popped in my head. If you are out drinking beer, okay, this only applies to beer, and you start to get that big bloaty, like gassy feeling in your stomach from drinking the beer, have a little bit of ginger ale. It will bring all that bloatedness down, and you can keep drinking.
Really?
Not trying to tell you to keep do it, but I'm telling you from a DJ that spent a lot of time in the clubs and bars, and you got to make it till 4 or 5 in the morning. No matter what. There ain't no backup DJ. There is no guys go home, I don't feel good. No.
No automatic playlist, nothing.
No. You have to be there because every so many minutes you have to talk. Hey, guys, welcome to the bar. Be sure to tip the bartenders. Take care of your wait staff. If you got any requests, come on up and let me know. I mean, so these little tricks over the years, I even know I used to take shots. Like people, that was a big, hey, do a shot. All right, well, do a shot. I'd have a special bottle in my DJ aside from my drink, and I'd take your shot and I'd chase it with the beer, but I'd spit the shot back in the bottle. Yeah, I'd have to because you can't drink 20, 30 shots in a night. The average human can't do that.
No.
I know somebody in the comments is going to say, oh, I'll drink a bottle. Well, good for you.
Well, I hate to see how much he spends in whiskey a week. God, his town is high as hell.
That's the thing, though, BC. When you're working in a bar, you can't refuse. You're not allowed to refuse a drink. Why? They just spent money at the bar that pays your salary.
Yeah.
So every time you make them happy and you play, oh, that's my wife's favorite song, it's either a money in the tip jar or out of a freaking line of shots glasses by the end of the night. It used to be that bad where I got to take the shot somehow. So another bartender was like, dude, spit it back in the bottle. You drink beer. Everybody knows you drink beer. So pretend like you're drinking. And when you bring the bottle down, you right back into the bottle. Put your bottle down, and you go about your night. When your bottle gets full, I had a little bucket. You know, the metal buckets they bring you to put your beer in? I had one of those. I just poured into the bucket. Keep on going. Empty the bucket at the end of the night. Meanwhile, there's $300-400 worth of liquor sitting in a bucket. Thank you. You know?
Yeah.
The little tricks you learn on your drinking. Guys, I'll get you either drunk or in trouble. The one of the two. Well, my brother, it's been fun as always. We got to wrap up this segment. Final thoughts on Big Brother's hard root beer.
You know, I got to admit, you know, I'm glad I ended up revisiting this or have you suggested. Because, you know, I wouldn't say that I was necessarily harsh at the time. I was just going by what I knew at the time and my preferences at the time. And I can tell you one thing. Out of all these beers, I've done over 220 episodes at this point. My palate's gotten really sophisticated. And I'm really starting to be able to pick a lot of this stuff out. Mm-hmm. Now, was it like terrible when I first had this? No. But now that I've tried it, you know, it's gotten better since I've had it. So
I would think too that over 200 beer tastings, that it would also be fair to say that your palate is more adjusted than it was a year and a half ago. You know what to pick. You know what you like. Dude, I'm blind, dude, and I taste every damn thing. I would not have picked wintergreen out of here until you said it. The minute you said it, oh yeah, I taste it now, 100%. 100%.
I know it's like it's funny how that stuff works. It's like, you know, you could be going about your day and, like, say, if you traveled to work and you would have had the same drive from home to work, and there's like this one thing that always happens on your way to work every single time. You would never notice it. But if you had to pick up your buddy or take your kid to work that day, and your kid says, "Hey, what's that?" And you're like, what? I've never noticed that before in my life.
Every day burning. It's just always there. That's what happens. Meanwhile, your kid, it's like, holy shit, Dad, there's a fire burning. Look. Yeah. I feel you. And again, I would not like drinking that would have just, my brain said root beer. And then when you said wintergreen, I'm like, oh yeah, sure, he's right. Yeah, there's wintergreen in there. So I think, in my opinion, for my final thoughts, I think it was a great accidental selection. I'm actually going to go buy more. This is one I will go around the house. And the only thing I got to say about it is, like with BC wrap, I don't want to like wrap up with his wrap up, but with this one, drink responsibly. Like seriously, your brain is not going to tell you you're drinking this.
Well, it's like I've always said in the ends of my video, man, hey, drink responsibly and don't do nothing stupid. And the thing that you don't do stupid is drink irresponsibly. So drink responsibly, y'all. Come on now.
Absolutely. So with that, my brother, we wrap up another great week, another fun-filled Friday in the bar, and another great beer. Or I don't even know what the hell you would call this. Like
adult beverage.
Yeah, an adult beverage. Like you couldn't call this a beer, could you? I mean, I guess it's root beer.
Well, technically, it's on the label, so it's kind of a beer, but.
All right,
we can make this debate all night long and still not get nowhere.
Nowhere, right? Yeah, I mean, even my kids have gone to me before. Dad, I can't drink that. It says beer. No, but it's root beer. You can have root beer. You're okay. It's not beer.
Yeah, until the day you see them handling one of these bottles. Like, oh, no, give that back. Give that back.
Dad, this beer's really good. You should try it. Yeah, no. I've given away enough things I shouldn't probably give away in this bar tonight. But dude, it's always a blast with you, man. And I always tell you,
Oh, man. I mean, it's cool hanging out, man, here talking about this and whatnot, man. I mean, it's one of the things where I might not hunt, but you know what? I hear what you're saying.
Mhm.
And it sounds like it's vice versa too, man.
Yep.
So, hey, cheers to you, man.
I do a cheer. Well, let's do one more cheers. It's empty. It's empty. I'm gonna do an empty cheers, but I still love everybody.
We did it that last time, so we can do it this time.
We can do it again. It's our show. We can do whatever the hell we want. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Trust me. I'm gonna go get a new one before we break back into the segment. So while the commercial break is running, I'm gonna refill. So happy Friday, guys. Thank you very much for being here tonight. This was a fun night in the bar. Thank you for BC. Thank you for you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all that you do. Remember to hit the subscribe button on both our channels. It's absolutely free to do. And if you are enjoying this, give us a thumbs up on it. Makes us feel better about ourselves. So with that said, thank you guys. And may God richly bless you in all that you do. Have an amazing weekend. Happy Friday on 3. 3, 2, 1, cheers. Cling.
Right?
I'll take that last little what was left. But that's some good beer.
This concludes another Drink of the Week with BC Beer Reviews. Channel link in the description box down below. Please drink responsibly. And now back to the show.
Hey, Infantry Outdoors family. Welcome to another Tech Talk. Computer security, or cybersecurity, is the protection of your computer and network from theft or damage to hardware, software, or sensitive data. Here are 10 important cybersecurity tips. 1. Think twice before clicking on links or opening attachments. 2. Verify requests for private information. Protect personal info, such as name, address, phone numbers, date of birth, social security number, IP address, location details, etc. 3. Use strong passwords, protect your passwords, and change them regularly. 4. Keep your devices, browsers, software, and apps up to date. 5. You must back up critical files. 6. Delete sensitive information when it's no longer needed. 7. Use two-factor or multi-factor authentication. It is a service that adds additional layers of security to your online identification. 8. Use antivirus protection and firewall. 9. Review your online accounts and credit reports regularly for changes. And 10. Don't use a public Wi-Fi without using a VPN or virtual private network. This will encrypt the traffic between your device and the VPN server. Please take these tips seriously and stay safe. That's it for now. This Tech Talk is brought to you by Silver Connections Group. For all your internet marketing needs, visit silverconnectionsmobile.com. Until next time, take care.
Yeah, you got to pull first try.
What's up, guys? I'm Rob Nally, professional BMX stunt rider and owner of the BMX Trick Stars, and you guys are watching Infantry Outdoors.
That's right. We're back in the studio, back in the forest. How y'all doing? Happy Friday. Hope y'all enjoyed my little time with BC's there in the bar. You can catch us here every Friday night from 10 p.m. to USA 1 here on Infantry Outdoors Live. And we're just, tonight, the whole lights going out and everything, situation from the storm, kind of just reset everything in my brain tonight to just have some fun. So, Bobo, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Rainbow River, love you, my friend. Who else we got in here? Hike with Mike, my family. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Coyote, my brother. Good to have you. Infantry Outdoors is even in here. Holy crap! Can you guys believe that? JH556. What's up, fam? The Rod Father. What's going on? Grandpa. Oh, hold on, let me make sure I read that right. Grandpa Terry. Hey, Grandpa Terry. How you doing? How you doing? And Outdoors with Big Matt. Good to have you, fam. Bum, 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 bum. I think I got everybody. Yep, I did. So I hope y'all are having a good night. Hope it's a happy Friday for you guys. I had to go get a refill during that little break. That's why it took a minute. So don't forget to check out Tech Talk here with us as well. It's something that the crew at Silver Connections Group and I have put together for you guys with different types of tech tips to help you in not only your YouTube career, but your business and everything else as well. So any of your social media needs, contact them below. Also, don't forget, you want pure water, get water purification products. They're not going to be linked right now during this live broadcast because I had to jump back on here to get you guys. So it'll be linked later. But you can go to any of my videos and it's pretty much linked in there. So how y'all doing? Good to see you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Thank you for being here so much. All right. So tonight's topic is going to be about the outdoors and the hidden benefits of the outdoors, i.e. for disabled people. What benefits as a disabled person? I'm sure you only had one root beer. As a disabled person, what are the benefits I receive from the various outdoor activities that I do? For example, hunting, fishing, hiking, biking, bird watching. There's all kinds of activities. Now I try to engage as many as I can. Scuba diving, skydiving, rock climbing, whatever though someone will allow me to do, I'll be happy to do it. So for me, the benefit of being outdoors is it's always been pissing people off, to be honest with you. I love when somebody, growing up as a kid, you can imagine you're the only handicapped kid in the group. I was the only handicapped kid in Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts for many years. And then when we did have other handicapped kids, they were handicapped kids that came in because of me inspiring other handicapped children to come into the world of Boy Scouts. Well, I love when people say you can't do that. I love when people say you're blind, you're not supposed to be able to do that. Well, that was my favorite thing. It always aggravated me to the point where I would want to do it. Because if I want to do something, the only thing stopping me is me. That's what my mother taught me. That's what I was always told. The only person stopping you is you. So I never, growing up, let my disability get in my way, and neither did my parents. If I wanted to try something, they let me try it. If I failed, I failed. At least we knew, because with my disability is sight, you can't. Not even the doctor can tell you, me, or anybody what I can see. Only I can tell you what I can see. It's not one of them situations where it can be gauged properly. Like even the eye charts I give you as a prime example of a bad situation. The eye chart is a standard set of letters on a wall, okay? They don't ask you what you can see. They ask you, well, what they ask you is what can you see on the eye chart? You go ESLMRLPXMYTM whatever you can read to, and it gets smaller and smaller and longer and longer. They're not asking you when they say, what can you see on the eye chart? They're asking you what you can read and you distinguish, being the key word. What can you distinguish on that eye chart? Because for me, I tell the doctor always, so what can you see on the eye chart? Well, I know there's letters, and I know there's this many rows. I know that I can see the letter E, S, L, and that's pretty much what I can distinguish. But I can tell you the next row has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters on it The following row has 1, 2. I can't read them to you, but I can tell you that the following row has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters on it, and that's as far as I can go. So the only thing that mattered was the ESL. You guys see how it's kind of like it's not fair, but yeah, that's how they gauge that. So with that said, my thing was always getting outdoors because kids went and played football, and did their baseball and everything after school sports. So I engaged in fishing. I engaged in Boy Scouts, and I loved it. I love being in the woods. Nobody to bother you and pick on you and call you blind and tell you can't do this. And meanwhile, I'm learning how to make monkey bridges, and I'm learning how to make forts out of shit laying around in the woods that we just gathered up together and took some twine and tied it together and made forts in the woods and learned how to stay in the forts in the woods and how to make debris shelters and how to make lean-tos and how to make tripods and how to make all this cool stuff. And we did all of these big scout shows down in South Florida for as many years. It used to be called Joe Robbie Stadium. If y'all are old enough to remember, the Dolphin Stadium was Joe Robbie Stadium back in the day. And we would have the scout show there, and people would come from all over to come to South Florida for the scout show. And yeah, it was amazing. So my therapy for that was, one, proving people wrong. It made me feel good, because I never want anybody to tell me what I can do, and you shouldn't either. And the other part of it was the accomplishments of learning along the way as I accomplished what I was doing. So not only did I learn how to rock climb, I engaged rock climbing. I got my own gear and I tried. I came to home and I was like, well, where, Florida's flat as hell. Where the heck can I go? Oh, you know what? I know this place in the park that has this towers and we can, rappel down the towers. And we did that. And, we just found ways to do things that were creative and not video game oriented like kids today. And that's how I'm trying to get my kids out here. And we'll get to that coming soon here in the program too, which I have to be off before midnight because I have to register my son for his youth turkey hunt coming up. So wish him luck on that. But yeah, we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But my joy of the outdoors again has always been learning. I've learned how to survive in the woods. I've learned how to pitch a tent. I've learned how to find a campsite. I have learned how to make fire with next to nothing, rub 2 sticks together, bow drill. Even with my hands, I can do it if I had to. But yeah, I learned a lot of skills, and I'm very thankful for them all because now I want to pass them down to my kids as we go into the woods. I've always loved the woods. So that brings us to, like I said, to my kids. So now my passion with the outdoors is not only being able to do a lot of this stuff for the first time, but doing it as a father that my son is now 11 years old. And I get to take him hunting. He's actually going to do the youth turkey shoot this year. And we're going to go tomorrow. We're supposed to go tomorrow, weather permitting, to the management area to start scouting because his turkey hunt, I think, is March 9th or 19th, somewhere around there. And then spring turkey opens for me the following weekend, which I'm going to take him with me because the way that things work here is he can go with me. He can get a turkey. I can get a turkey, and it counts as my 2 turkeys. So plus I have somebody to go with me, which is great. So he's getting to that age where he needs to start being more with daddy and less everywhere else. But having a child with ADHD, to get him to sit still is really hard. I've been trying with him in squirrel hunting in the backyard, which, by the way, I haven't been out in a few days, but I did do something really cool today. I got a video coming up. I got 3 in the chat. Coyote, I know you're in here still, right? Let me know you're in here, Coyote. I want to show you something, get your opinion. I don't know what's going to come up, but I want to get your opinion on something. Nobody's chatted in a while because there's only 3 people. Where the hell did everybody go? So I come on and I start talking and everybody bails, is what it looks like. I should have just, stopped talking. But again, you know, my joy of this has always been to teach people, to show people my passion for it, and to, you know, show people that just because the world says infantry, you're blind, infantry, you're handicapped, infantry, you're crippled, handicapped, disabled, whatever the hell you want to call it, I've heard it all. To show people that even despite all of that, you can still do it if you want. You just have to find your own way. Where there's a will, there's a way. You know, that's an old saying that goes back to probably our grandparents, parents. Where there's a will, there's a way. And if you will it and speak it, it becomes, you know, it becomes to fruition. So that's a big thing about it. Is you got to want to do things. I'm always looking for new ways to do things. This whole rifle scope thing, that the One Leaf Commander that you guys have seen me do the video on. If you haven't seen it, go over and please check out that video. You won't be sorry on that one. I love that product. For me, being out here trying to squirrel hunt, when you guys do see this next squirrel hunting video, the scope cam footage that I'm able to get you, it's funny so far because I missed a lot, or I wasn't fast enough to get a shot off. But however, it does bring things into, for me, a closer, better field of view where I can actually do this. You know, granted, I'm hunting off a feeder, but I'm still able to hunt them. You know? Okay, I'm not doing good. My back is really bad. Been stuck in the bed for. Okay, buddy. Well, I know. I just wanted to make sure you were here. I wanted to get your opinion on something because I took one of my air rifle, out and I painted it today. And if I did a good enough job, you won't be able to see it probably because it's green screen. But this was the test one because I'm going to do my other one. I don't think I did half bad. I think it looks pretty damn good. This is the one that my son uses a lot. But it's got the Commander scope cam mount on there, so I got to do is snap mine on and bada boom, bada bing. I gave it a light clear coat. I don't know. Yeah, can I bring it closer for you guys? Yeah, there you go. All right. Ooh, I'm hitting monitors. But yeah, I did that paint job today. All by myself. And if you look at some of them, like you can see the leaves that I used. Now, when I do my other one, when I do my rifle, I'm going to actually make a video of me doing it because I think that's pretty neat. It didn't cost me much. It didn't use a lot of paint. And it really does like turn this into a whole different, you know, look, I'm in the woods right now, right? Look. What are you talking about there, Mr. Squirrel? What are you talking about, Mr. Squirrel? You gonna be in my pop tonight, Mr. Squirrel. And that's how you do it. You know, but yeah, what do you think, Kyle? Did I do good? I mean, I have never done any kind of camouflage painting in my life. But that's nice. Good job. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. But yeah, my next rifle that I'm going to do a video on that for you guys. I wanted to do that one first because, to be honest, I was curious if how I could do it. You know, rather do the mess up on the backup rifle and do a better job on this rifle. But that actually came out pretty damn good. I actually had my kids go out and gather different size leaves, and I laid the leaves on there, and I sprayed over the leaf, and I moved the leaf. So I have leaf stenciled on there, which is, you know, pretty neat. If you guys got any other suggestions I can use on my rifle to make it different, that's pretty much how I was just going to do it, was just put, you know, various colors and spray them. There's some greens, there's some browns, there's some khakis. I left some of the black shining through from the original Gammo itself. And then once I had everything in the way I wanted it, I took a matte clear coat and matted all of it. So Coyote says, throw dirt on it so it's not so shiny. You should wait. You should do that when it's still wet. That's how we did it in the military. Well, that's good to know. I'm gonna put that up there because I didn't know that. Yeah, that's very good to know. Scott Swift, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. So yeah, I'm gonna be registering my son hopefully tonight for the youth turkey hunt. Coming up shortly, we're gonna be going to Little River Wildlife Management Area up here in our far way, and we're gonna be hopefully going there tomorrow and start scouting. My turkey calls. I ordered a turkey call, 3-pack turkey call. I also have that squirrel call, which if I hit it just right, it sounds like a turkey. So, or I can do a turkey sometimes, like I did there. But we're just gonna go out, walk around, see what we can see, start learning the management area. I got a map here of it. I've got a map on my phone using Hunt Stand. So, yeah, that's what's coming up for us. It's cold where you are, huh, Scott? My bad. It ain't much better. Well, actually, no, I can't say that. Last couple days has been in the 70s and 80s here in North Florida. And then, I don't even know. I know it's played hell on my plants. I will tell you guys that. I brought my plants in, and I don't know if they wintered or if they. Yeah, what was I looking at? Oh, the weather. Oh, excuse me. It's been a long day. Okay, so today's low of 40. I know y'all gonna laugh, all y'all people with snow. 43 is the low, 45, 43, 45, 43, 30s on Tuesdays. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're gonna be in the 30s. So highs in the 50s, 54, 52, 61, 59. So yeah, it ain't gonna be too horrible. As long as it ain't windy, I can get out and get this squirrel video done for you guys. You're gonna like this one because it's like 3 days, and I broke my camera in the process of making this, my big camera. So big camera down. You have 19 here, 19 turkeys. Yeah, but those are your pets, man. I'm I got 19 turkeys here. Yeah, I just go out and off with his head, saw. My son wants to try hunting, and he's all about it, and I'm all for it. I don't mind it at all. However, having a child who is hyperactive and getting him to understand that you have to sit like this and you can't move for hours. No, yeah, it's great in theory. Everything works great in theory, 19 degrees, hot dog. That is crazy, Sir Scott. We 19 degrees, governor. We're freezing our teas and crumpets off here. I'll tell you, this is very, very cold, sir. Well, what's that?
Tax papers
Oh,
of some kind.
Tax papers or something. Well, don't put it here while we're live streaming. Are you crazy? Yeah, here, let's just give everybody our tax information.
I know.
So, yeah, it's gonna be nice, man. I hope to get the squirrel video done because y'all, like I said, y'all are gonna laugh, and and I hope you do, because it was a series of, it's like that book, the series of unfortunate incidents. Because right as I'm shooting part of it, the camera falls over, and the screen is now hanging and yeah, you can't use it without the screen. So basically, until I can find a camera store and get it fixed and get the money to fix it, then I have to use a cell phone and GoPros again. So it's the one biggest thing is we're trying to figure out how to shoot the video the same way without the same camera. But tomorrow, going to the lands that we're going to, the public lands, I'm going to film that. I also have a couple other videos, gun videos coming. Well, not gun, but air gun videos coming out. And if you guys have any suggestions, by all means, any comments, any questions, any concerns, please write to me at infantryoutdoors.com. We would love to hear from you. So, y'all know the deal. Write to us today and I'll get right back to you, All right. If you don't hear turkey 30 minutes move, 10-4, good buddy. Yeah, my turkey calls won't be here tomorrow. Well, they'll be here tomorrow, but they won't be here tomorrow before we go. So I'm just going to take the little squeaker for the damn squirrels, because if you hit that right, it sounds, just like a... And then you can, but yeah. Oh, this root beer. I need to get endorsed by them. Aldi, hit me up. Big brothers, hit me up. Good stuff, man. So yeah, going over to the chat. No, we're definitely gonna be careful. It's gonna be me, my wife, my 2 kids. Like, we're all going as a family. I'm being as careful as we can be. I have printed the map. Okay, that's how old school my ass is. I have a compass in my bag. I printed the map. I have all of the regulations for the management area, all of that. Look, I'm a person where I want you to understand, I'm taking my wife and my kids, and I'm this only certified legal hunter. All right. Granted, my kids can hunt, and my wife can observe at this point, and she can take on certain days. However, I'm still the one in charge, the blind guy. Okay, so I make damn sure. Like, I've made 3 freaking calls to FWC this week alone, just to find out how to what I need to do for my son, what he needs to do for spring turkey, how does it work? Can we use the 410 shotgun that I bought him? Which we don't even know if he can pull the trigger, pull the hammer back yet. I gotta see, how it is. But at the end of the day, man, it's like, I went to the store today to get him some camo. Couldn't get him no camo. Almost got him camo. Like, the pants fit him, but they don't fit him good enough. So they went down to the little brother who already has camo because Brandon outgrew it. So it's, one of them things, guys. But again, if you have anything you want to contribute to turkey season, spring turkey season, to help us succeed, if you have, a particular call you have extras of, if you have, I don't know what you need for turkey hunt. We have a shotgun, we have rounds, we're working on camo for Brandon. We'd like to get ghillie suits. I would like to get ghillie suits to help really hide us, because again, a child with ADHD, if he moves a little bit, I'd rather look like a bush swaying side to side than stand out and break the pattern. So I drive down the road, stop every little bit, making turkey sounds until I hear them set up. Okay. How did that sound? How did what sound? What did I miss? What did I miss, Scott? I missed something. Need an owl call. Yeah, I do need an owl call. I will ask. Yeah, now the 3-pack that I got, I know one is a box call, one is a mouth call, and the third one, I don't know what it is. It might be a pop, 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 like a turkey call or like a squirrel call. I don't know, but it might be an owl call.
But I have seen everybody hunting Florida, Georgia, my area, they use the owl call. Those things are neat, man. I got a couple of them on the property. So when they come out here and they start calling, I sit out there and I start calling. Like that one's hard to do that. But yeah, owl calls are cool. I want to get one, or somebody can send me one. Because you guys love us so much. P.O. Box is always in the descriptions of everywhere, or you can go to infantryoutdoors.com. P.O. Box 1944, Lake City, Florida, 32056. That's Infantry Outdoors. P.O. Box 1944, Lake City, Florida, 32056. It ain't going to be in this description until later because this was a last minute jump on because of the power outage. But there it is as it is. Make the turkey sound. Which one? That's the only one I know how to do. Are you having Y'all probably laughing at me. But that's why I bought a damn turkey call. So I don't have to go like, like it sounds like a freaking chimpanzee and shit. I know you're making fun of me. But it's okay. I try. End of the day, that's all that matters. I tried. That's what Mama said. Mama said alligators are ornery because they got all damn teeth and no toothbrush. Well, Mama is wrong, sir. Though you're wrong, Colonel Sanders. Yeah, it isn't bad. I mean, I just got to practice more and more and more. I need to hear them. When I start hearing it, I can mimic it. But it's like if you speak a different language and you don't use it all the time and you're not around people that use that language, you kind of lose it a little bit. But when you're around them and you hear it, you pick it right back up. That's the thing with me and sounds. I have so many sounds, in my head, it's not even funny. But to just pull them out and use them, it's like, all right, well, I got to hear it again to, recall that sound, I used to love making sound effects and shit when I was in class and all that. Yeah, I do with my kids now. I'll mess with them. When we go into the stores, I make all kind of sounds. It's a lot of fun. You'll be walking. Yeah, and then they get a laugh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Make it a little higher pitch. Well, I'm also in the house with kids sleeping, so I don't want to be super loud. But yeah, I'll go higher pitch. I got you. If I can. I have to grab my nuts and twist or something. But again, I bought a box call. I got a 3-pack set. It's the same company that made the squirrel call. And I kind of like it. I've been happy with the squirrel call. I don't know if it works or not, but I use it. I sit out there and I do that little squeaky and all that crap. But you know what works? Peanuts. They love them some peanuts. And pecans. And the guy at the store told me today, get some crack corn and put crack corn out there. Can anybody in the chat confirm that? Crack corn for squirrels. I would like to know that because that's a hell of a lot cheaper than these freaking peanuts. And your boy ain't exactly sniping these some best with where they are because it's hard for me to hit them. Right says yes. Scott says yes. Okay. Yeah, because I was going to buy a big 50-pound bag of peanuts. Just peanuts. Raw peanuts. Whatever the frick the cheapest peanuts you have was. The guy says, it's going to be like $45, $50 for a 50-pound bag of peanuts at the feed store.
So I was like, well, fuck, man. What can I use? He's like, well, what are you using it for? I'm like, for a squirrel feeder. He goes, well, what are you doing? You trapping them? I'm like, no. I'm not trapping them. I have a squirrel feeder, and I put the food in the squirrel feeder. And when they come get the food, I shoot them with a pellet rifle. And he actually laughed on the phone. He like chuckled. He's like, okay. He goes, yeah, cracked corn, man. Get you some cracked corn, put that out there. And I was like, well, how much cracked corn? He's like, $14 for a 50-pound bag. I'm like, oh, no, that's a lot more manageable because these little boogers, they clean me the hell out. Every time I put peanuts, every time I put pecans, it ain't cheap. And then they get them and I don't get them. So, it's hunting. I get it. But I need a cheaper feed source for the squirrels. I even tell the boys, when you don't eat all of your popcorn, leave it. I'll put the freaking popcorn out there. They love that extra butter popcorn. I'll tell you what, any corn, okay? All right. Yeah, I'm going to do that for sure because I got it set up where the blind that we were trying to use, me and my kids made the stick blind, was, I think, too close to their area where they wouldn't come out if I sat there and I sat behind them with the rifle and everything, even camoed out. Now, when I moved back to my yard, where my yard starts to the forest, that's where they would do their thing. So I was trying to shoot them further than I was really comfortable shooting them. It was a good distance. Like I had to zoom the scope plus zoom the digital scope so I could get a good reference point. And I think what I need to do next time is zoom out a little bit, which would make the squirrel a little bit smaller of a target for me visually. But because I missed a few, every shot I missed. You'll see on the video. You'll see. You guys will like it. It's pretty funny. Birdseed works. They didn't really care for the birdseed. They really didn't care for the birdseed because I mixed birdseed and peanuts, and then they only took the peanuts and said, "The hell with your birdseed." But yeah, they didn't need the birdseed. That's why I was questioning the cracked corn or corn in general. Because the peanuts work, the pecans work. I even went and made sure I got the one because I made 3 feeders. Only one of them had a top lid on it. And if you guys know what a squirrel feeder is, basically a box, obviously. A 3-way box. The front is, I put screen. And then you have a lid on top on a hinge. So the squirrel can open, get his peanut, and close it. And you keep the lid there to keep the rain off, but also to have the squirrel, which I realized this the first time you'll see on this video coming up. When it comes out, you'll see on the video how the squirrels, I didn't have a top on it, how they were just able to come from the back behind it, grab their shit, and take off. Well, on this one, now they're forced to go into the front where I want them to go, lift up the lid, giving me longer time to get a shot on target. Because it's hard. It's hard for me. It really is. They're little tiny guys. Imagine I'm shooting a squirrel with a pellet rifle. And you can forget about treeing the squirrel. If you tree the squirrel, I'll never be able to find it. So I have to do the trap method. I got weird squirrels. Why? Oh, because of the birdseed thing. Well, they may eat it, but I might be spoiling with the damn nuts. That's might be what it is. Because I did buy birdseed and put it out there. It is preferred. Like there's still a whole lot of birdseed still in there. It's not cleaned out. So what else was I going to talk about? Hold on, I got to read that comment again because it'll put me back on. I forget what I was going to say. But yeah, the squirrel hunting thing, I've got that coming out. That's going to be a couple days video. You guys will like that one, especially if I actually get my first squirrel. So, aside from that, not really much going on. Oh, I found a really cool song. I'm working on a special project. Well, not a special project, my own special project with this really cool song. I know a lot of you guys say how you love the new intro that I came up with and the song selection of that intro. I found another one that I'm going to do a full-on video on. So I'm producing, working on it now. It's going to be bits and pieces from, the history of the channel, along with some, like
skits in between. I don't know. You guys will see it. It's going to be really cool because every time I hear the song, it really inspires me. It touches me inside. Says a lot about myself and the channel, and you guys just really going to love it. I know that for sure. So be sure to stick around. If you're not subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you for family. And as always, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed everything tonight. We're live every Friday night here on YouTube and Facebook Live from 10 p.m. usually till whenever. But I do have to get off here shortly because I have to get logged on to get my son his hunting permit, his hunting quota permit, because quota doesn't last long. So let's see how many people we have in the chat. 3 in the chat. We got Scott Swift. All right. So anybody have any questions, comments, or anything in the chat before I wrap up and say ta-ta for the night? Because I really did pretty much say everything I wanted to say. Just remember, guys, there's a lot of benefits to being out in the woods. Experience it for yourself. Go hunting, go fishing, go hiking, go outdoors. You know, God didn't mean for you to sit in the house and watch, Jerry Springer all day or Harry Potter all day or whatever it is, Netflix all day. God meant for you to be outside in his creation and his life that he created for you, enjoying it abundantly as he is given to you. So with that said, guys, I hope that you guys are always inspired to do things. And if you need any assistance or you want me to do a video on something, let me know. Again, here, let me put this up there for you guys. infantry@infantryoutdoors.com is our email address. You can always write to us and get a hold of us with any ideas that you have, any collabs you might want to have, anything in general. The emails go straight to me, so I will be able to get right back to you. So with that said, let's go to the chat. If you cut a piece of PVC and quarter it off on a board, it works. Well, what I did is I made a long piece of wood like this, right? As that's the back. Then you have a piece that, here, I'll do it like this. This is the back. I got to remember the camera's backwards, right? There we go. Boop. Okay. That's the back. You're going to screw into the tree down here. Then you have a board that comes this way, and then another board that comes this way, on the sides, and a screen in the front, and a lid up on top. So here's the lid, and then my elbow would be the screen, where the screen is over here. And then you have another one down here. Oop, another one down here. And yeah, but basically that's what it is. Kind of like a birdhouse with a screen in the front and a flat top roof with a hinge. The best way, and it's cheap, like really cheap. Like it's 3 pieces of plywood that I screwed together. I cut 4 pieces basically. I made a box and had a longer piece at the bottom so you could screw it into the tree. That was it. Simple. But I like that idea. I do like that idea. All right, my fam, with that said, it's going to be time for me to wrap up. I do not want to miss the quota. I hope you guys had a great night. Hope you had a lot of fun. Thank you as always so much for coming in and showing your support to the channel and to what we do here on Infantry Outdoors. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, reach out to me. You can always drop it in the comments down below for those watching in the recorded or the re-record or whatever you want to call when you rewatch this. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you guys have a good one. Give us a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, become part of the family because we love having you here. Each Friday night, we're live from 10 p.m. to you say when here on YouTube and Facebook Live. So be sure to join us on both those platforms. Even if you're not notified, 10 p.m. every Friday, Infantry Outdoors. 10 p.m. every Friday, Infantry Outdoors. We'll have a new video coming out Wednesday this week if I don't make Monday. But yeah, I'm still shooting for Monday. I just haven't filmed the video or done anything with it yet. So let's see what happens. Monday or Wednesday, you'll see a new video. And for sure, Friday, right back here on Infantry Outdoors Live. So with that said, one more check on the comments. I'll send you. Okay. Wire lid down. All right. That sounds good. All right, family. Well, y'all have a blessed night. May God richly bless you and all you do. Have an amazing weekend. And until we meet again, I am DJ Infantry, hoping that this and all of my adventures here in Infantry Outdoors inspires you to get outdoors. And until we meet again, have a blessed night, everybody.